You wake up every morning standing at a quiet gate. Behind you is yesterday. Ahead of you is everything that could still be built. This moment is small, almost silent, but it carries more weight than you realize. Time does not announce itself, it just moves forward. And most people lose years not through big mistakes, but through emotional drift they never noticed. Regret doesn't arrive loudly, it arrives later, as a quiet understanding that mornings were wasted when they mattered most. This is not about fear, it's about honesty. You only ever truly own the start of your day. I'm speaking to you from experience, not theory. Years of reacting instead of choosing. Years of letting moods decide direction. The Stoics understood this well, not as philosophers, but as men living inside pressure, loss, and responsibility. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself in the early hours, not to feel better, but to remember who he had to be. These lessons were not designed to motivate. They were designed to prevent decay. By the end of this reflection, you won't feel excited. You'll feel clear. You'll understand why emotional control is not about being cold, but about being steady. Why mornings are the training ground for your mind, and why what you allow into your thoughts early decides how strong you are by nightfall. Before going further, pause. Ask yourself one simple question. Do you want comfort or do you want control? This is not content you skim. Each idea builds on the last. Stay present. The first lesson is simple but difficult. You are not disturbed by events. You are disturbed by your reaction to them. Modern life trains you to react instantly. Notifications, opinions, noise. The Stoic path is restraint. In the morning before the world speaks, you practice silence. You choose not to react yet. This is where strength begins. When you do this, you become someone who responds, not someone who is pulled. The second lesson follows naturally. What you feed your mind early grows all day. Most people start their mornings consuming chaos, then wonder why they feel scattered. Stoic wisdom teaches control of attention. In the morning, you guard your focus like a fire. Fewer inputs, clear intention. This turns you into someone deliberate, not distracted. Say this quietly. I decide what enters my mind. The third lesson is acceptance of responsibility, not blame. Responsibility. Your emotions are yours to train. No one is coming to regulate them for you. Each morning is a chance to practice discipline before it's tested. When you accept this, you become grounded, unshaken, reliable to yourself. All of this forms one philosophy: control what is yours, release what is not. Begin each morning with intention. Tomorrow will come regardless. Meet it awake. If this grounded you, leave a comment with the affirmation that stayed with you. Share it with someone who needs quiet strength. Subscribe if you choose this path, and remember, the way you wake up decides who you become. Most lessons don't arrive gently. They arrive after damage is done, after words you can't take back, after mornings wasted in reaction instead of direction. You don't learn emotional control from comfort. You learn it from friction, from seeing how much energy you lost by fighting the wrong battles. If you're honest, you already know this. Your life has taught you more than any book ever could. What I'm sharing with you now is not theory. It's what remains after years of mistakes. The Stoics lived this way because life demanded it. Marcus Aurelius didn't write to impress anyone. He wrote because pressure was constant and clarity was survival. Epictetus didn't speak about control because it sounded wise. He spoke because without it, a man is pulled apart from the inside. These ideas lasted because they were tested by real mornings, real losses, real responsibility. By the end of this reflection, you won't feel inspired. You'll feel steadier. You'll understand that emotional control isn't about pushing feelings down. It's about not letting them drive. It's the difference between holding the reins and being dragged by the horse. And this strength is trained slowly, one morning at a time. Pause here, ask yourself, how much energy have you wasted reacting to things you couldn't control? Stay with this. Each lesson builds on the last. The first hard lesson is this: reacting feels powerful, but it is weakness in disguise. In modern life, you are trained to respond instantly. Messages, news, opinions. The Stoic understanding is restraint, space between stimulus and action. When you reflect on past mistakes, most damage came from speed, not intention. In the morning, before the noise begins, you practice delay. You breathe. You choose silence. This turns you into someone composed, not impulsive. Say it quietly, I do not rush my reactions. The next lesson follows naturally. You cannot control events, but you can control where your effort goes. Many people exhaust themselves trying to manage outcomes. The wiser path is directing effort inward. Discipline of thought, discipline of focus. Each morning you set your effort like a compass. What matters today? What doesn't? Over time, this builds a calm confidence. You become someone who conserves energy for what counts. Say this, I spend my energy wisely. All of these lessons point to one truth. Emotional control is strength trained over time, not suppression, not denial. Training. Tomorrow morning will come regardless. Meet it practiced, not reactive. If this grounded you, leave a comment with the line that stayed with you. Share this with someone learning the hard way. Subscribe if you are walking this path. And remember, calm is not passive. Calm is power held in reserve. Most people misunderstand what emotional control gives you. They think it makes life smaller, quieter in the wrong way. But the truth is the opposite. When you stop being ruled by every feeling, your world opens up. The noise fades, the path ahead becomes visible. This is not about becoming numb, it's about becoming free. I've seen this change happen slowly, not in moments of excitement, but in ordinary mornings. The kind where nothing dramatic happens, yet something important shifts inside. The Stoics lived under constant demand, and they learned early that a scattered mind cannot carry responsibility. They trained steadiness because life required it. Not later, now. Here's the promise you can hold on to. When you master your emotions, you gain space. Space to think, space to choose, space to act without regret. Your mornings become calmer, not lazy, urgent, not rushed. You stop waking up already behind. You begin the day standing still while the world moves around you. Pause here. Ask yourself, what would change if your mornings were quiet inside, even when life isn't? Stay with this. Each lesson builds on the last. The first lesson is clarity through restraint. Most people wake up and immediately let the world decide their mood. Messages, news, old worries. The Stoic way is to narrow focus. You don't fight thoughts, you choose where attention rests. When you've lived without this, you remember how much confusion ruled your days. In the morning, you practice choosing one clear intention. This turns you into someone directed, not scattered. Say it calmly, I choose clarity. From there comes steady urgency, not panic, not pressure. Many confuse urgency with anxiety. True urgency is calm movement toward what matters. When you've reacted emotionally in the past, you felt busy but went nowhere. The wiser path is measured action. Each morning you ask what deserves effort today. This builds trust with yourself. You become reliable. Say this, I move with purpose. The final lesson is freedom from inner resistance. Emotional mastery removes the constant friction inside. You stop arguing with reality. You work with it. Over time, this feels like strength without tension. In the morning, you accept the day before judging it. This shapes you into someone grounded. Say it, I accept and act. All of this forms one truth. Emotional mastery doesn't limit you. It clears the way. Tomorrow morning will come quietly. Meet it prepared. If this brought you clarity, leave a comment with the affirmation that stayed. Share this with someone who needs steadiness. Subscribe if you're choosing discipline. And remember, freedom begins the moment you stop being ruled from within. Before you go any further, slow down. This is the moment where most people keep listening, but few actually commit. Information is easy to consume. Responsibility is heavier. And emotional strength only grows when you decide to carry it yourself. This is not about pressure, it's about choice. Right now, you're standing at a fork in the path, and no one can walk it for you. Everything shared so far points to one truth. Change only begins when you agree to be accountable for your inner state. Not tomorrow. Not after things calm down. Now. The Stoics understood this quietly. They didn't wait for life to become easier. They trained themselves to become steadier. They knew that without commitment, even the best wisdom becomes noise. Here is the promise of this moment. If you choose to stay present, to listen with intention, these lessons will not pass through you. They will take root, not as sudden transformation, but as daily discipline. Emotional control is built the same way anything real is built. Slowly, repeatedly, with patience, especially in the morning before the world begins to pull at you. So pause here. Ask yourself honestly, are you willing to take responsibility for how you respond to life? Not how you feel, but how you act. Each lesson ahead builds on the last. Skipping is easy, staying is rare. The first lesson in commitment is presence. Most people move through their days half aware, carried by habit and reaction. The modern struggle is distraction, endless inputs, divided attention. The Stoic way is simple attention to what is in front of you. When you've lived without this, you know how scattered life feels. In the morning, you practice being fully here. No rush, no escape. This turns you into someone grounded. Say it quietly, I am present. From there comes patience. People want change fast, then abandon it when results are slow. Wisdom teaches consistency over intensity. Each morning is a small stone laid on a long road. When you reflect on past failures, impatience was often the cause. In the morning, you commit to showing up again. This shapes you into someone reliable. Say this, I build steadily. The final lesson is respect for the process. Emotional control is not forced. It's trained. You don't dominate your mind, you guide it. Over time, this creates calm strength. In the morning, you reaffirm your intention before action begins. You become disciplined without tension. Say it, I choose discipline. All of this forms one agreement with yourself. You take responsibility, you move patiently, you stay present. Tomorrow morning will arrive like a quiet test. Meet it committed. If this resonated, leave a comment with the affirmation you're choosing. Share this with someone who needs steadiness. Subscribe if you're serious about this path. And remember, real change begins the moment you stop drifting and decide to stand.